you guys say about Barcelona? Do you know what Barcelona is all about? It is all about the obsession, the compulsion, the deficiency of their fans against Real Madrid. And to add more to it, it is Jose Mourinho just complimenting it that Barcelona is that obsession which has been just produced by the excreta of Real Madrid. And yes, guys, this weekend was just filled with those thrills because it is the likes of Bayern Munich getting those late equalizers against Dortmund, and the likes of Mohan Bagan Super Giants from the Indian Super League clinching to the top of the table, winning against those with Chennai FC. So yes, but this video is all about the likes of Barcelona, why they are feeling so much under Hansi Flick, and what is that which is going to damage the Spain national team. The way Hansi Flick is just making those players play in the La Liga, the Catalans, will they add something to the Spain national team? Luis de la Fuente has already said that there are much worries, the formation, the tactics which Hansi Flick is implementing at Barcelona. And to talk about the La Masia Academy, many things are worried because their Camp Nou still a year is left and no deadlines have been made that when their stadium Camp Nou is going to be finally open for the fans to witness their matches. But yes, just have a glance of what happened in the Bundesliga. Later we will jump on to the details what is happening at Barcelona. It was Leipzig in the Bundesliga facing those 5-1 defeats against Wolfsburg. Leipzig are not doing in the Champions League, as well as they are not doing those moments because they are under so many injuries. Just have a look at it, the injuries which Leipzig are having. The likes of Kodrago, Klosterman, David Rom, Bitishabu, Elmas, Xavi Simons, Yusuf Olsen, so many players are injured for Leipzig. How are they going to perform? This is the quite worry for them because they are dropping down those points in the Bundesliga, as well as they haven't won a single match in the Champions League as well. Talking about the next, it was the likes of Leverkusen facing Union Berlin at the home of Berlin. But yes, Leverkusen with the likes of Frimpong and Schick getting those 2 quick goals. Xavi Alonso is doing a decent job with this Leverkusen because the Leverkusen management is not giving those supports which is needed. The signings which Xavi Alonso was needing, wanting to get it, he hasn't. But then also the performance of his team with so much injuries to talk about, he is doing a good job with the likes of Adli, Hoffman, Terrier, as well as Victor Boniface on the injuries. But then also Leverkusen getting it good. The likes of the next match in the Bundesliga was Stuttgart and Bremen. Werder Bremen, they got that 2 goals to draw from both, and it was Demirovic from Stuttgart as well as Bremen getting those 2 goals. But yes, much of the awaiting news is that because it was Borussia Dortmund and Bayern Munich who were facing at the Signal Iduna Park. This was the Der Klassiker, the epic clash of the yellow wall against the red giants. And yes, Vincent Company did a decent job in this. To be frank, it was Harry Kane getting those injuries in the 33rd minute, as well as Serge Gnabry, who was also in injuries in the training sessions. It was nothing left for Vincent Company to just start with Leroy Sané, Mathys Tel and Musiala in the starting lineup. But yes, in the midfields as well as in the defensive aspects, Bayern did a good job. There were some kind of clinical finishings which can't be made. And yes, Thomas Müller, who hasn't had that much playtime in the Bundesliga this season, was not looking that clinical as well. But all to that header, the late equalizer from Musiala in those 84th minutes, which just got Bayern Munich to get hold of that 1 point out of this game. But yes, from the Borussia Dortmund talking about, it was Gittens who was making those fast, insane, incisive runs against Lima, and he just got past Manuel Neuer. Gittens is that bright kid from Borussia Dortmund. He is doing his job too good, and in all total, he has scored those 14 goals for Borussia Dortmund. Yes, Gittens is doing his job too good, but yes, the injuries for Bayern were concerning because Gnabry, Hiroki Ito, Stanisic, Pavlovic, as well as Pelina, many new signings are injured. But to make those fresh startups this season, it was such a boy. The fast as lightning was seen on the right backs, replacing Lima after the 62nd minutes, and it was all for Bayern to get those edges with so many shots on goal, yet they couldn't get those goals which were needed to get those 3 points out of this Der Klassiker against Borussia Dortmund. So it is Bayern who is still at the top of the Bundesliga table. It is Frankfurt, Leverkusen, Leipzig and Dortmund staying on the top 5 positions. But yes, Stuttgart and the likes of Hoffenheim and the likes of Leipzig are way down going. In the next aspect was the Serie A, where Milan was facing Empoli at their home of Studio Giuseppe Meazza Stadium, and Milan got that 3-goal victory, Morata and Reinders scoring those goals. And in the Serie A table, the top is Napoli, Atalanta, Inter, Fiorentina, Lazio, Juventus, and then comes Milan. Paolo Fonseca has definitely have to make something out of this Milan squad with those victories. But look at the table of the Serie A, so close, the point difference as well as the goal difference, and the top position has got 29 points with the likes of the 5th position getting those 28 points. So yes, it was close. And again in the Premier League, it was Arsenal shining against West Ham. Gabriel Jesus, Trossard, Odegaard, Havertz, as well as Saka, 2 penalties for Arsenal, and the likes of Van Bissaka, the Manchester United veteran who is at West Ham, scoring that for the Hammers, as well as Emerson on the 48th minutes. So the Premier League table which is to be talked about is that Liverpool at the top. Arsenal with this victory clinches to the 2nd spot. Brighton I mean, they are at the third spot. Manchester City has dropped down to the fourth position, but yes, they have a game to play with the likes of Liverpool. Will that victory add some more scratches to Pep Guardiola's face or not? It will be a watch to look out. But yes, the main aspect of this video is to talk about Barcelona, who got that defeat against Las Palmas, and to talk more about the agonies of this match. Las Palmas is the team in the La Liga who is at the 14th position. Just have a look at the lineup over here. It is the likes of Lewandowski, the elite striker, Torre, Lopez, Rafinha starting. I mean, there was also Lamine Yamal coming to the squad after the 45 minutes. In the second half, the substitutions were made. And yes, Xavi and Pedri in the midfields, Martinez and Kubarsi, the rising stars of Barcelona at the centre backs, Balde as well as Koundé on those inverted backs, Inaki Pena on the goalkeeping positions. The substitutions which were made by Hansi was Gerard Martin, Lamine Yamal, Hector Ford, Frenkie de Jong, Ferran Torres, as well as Pau Torres. What is Barcelona cooking? Hansi Flick, what is he doing for this team? I mean, I don't know about this because Barcelona is all about the obsession for Real Madrid. I mean, all the Skrita of Real Madrid, which is a waste. Barcelona has been formed with that because Luis de la Fuente has already commented that the tactics which Hansi Flick is playing with those high centre backs in the La Liga, Barcelona playing with that formation, is that Barcelona team compatible with it? I mean, the tiki-taka, the short passes, the playmaking compatibility of Barcelona, which they are famous for, which they are known for, are they doing it? But is Hansi Flick destroying Barcelona? Because just look at the fixtures over here, where Barcelona has got this defeat. Against Las Palmas in the Champions League, they got that win over Brest. But against Celta Vigo, they got that draw. Against Real Sociedad, they got that loss. Already 3 losses. Osasuna, that was also a loss. I mean, to talk about this game, it was all at the Barcelona, their home ground. But still, their home ground of Camp Nou is not yet made. And what more misery is to talk about it, it is that still 1 more year is required for Camp Nou to get completely finished, for the fans to have a glimpse of their players at their home. So what is going on at Camp Nou and what is happening at Barcelona? Barcelona is under so much miseries. I mean, their economical downfall, they are not running in so much of currency which is required to run the club, as well as the likes of their loans which are taking, because Lewandowski is playing in the team with that loan. I mean, how they are going to pay Lamine Yamal, how they are going to play Rafinha as well as Lopez, the likes of Torre, are they going to reduce the wages or the players are going to stay over there? But I don't see anything what the Barcelona is known for in their formations, in their gameplays, in their passes, in those tactical abilities which Barcelona has just cropped up from the Johan Cruyff arena. I mean, those ages. But Barcelona is not looking like that, because talking about this game, these stats, which is that Barcelona were having 70% possession, whereas Las Palmas 30%, and 546 passes were made. But look at it, the total goals shots were 27, 8 on target out of those 27. I mean, Barcelona players were looking reckless. They were not looking aimless. I mean, they were literally looking aimless. Nothing was going on their side. So the high tactical press up, the centre-back lineups where Hansi Flick is making this team, it is going to be critical to watch, and whether Barcelona are going to win the Champions League, they are going to win the La Liga or not, because the table over here is that Barcelona is at 34 points, and Real Madrid, who are 2 games behind, they have just missed a game because of those floods in Valencia, as well as tomorrow they are going to have that game. So Real Madrid, are they going to get that equalizer, or they are going to get a top Barcelona? Because in the next, they are going to face Getafe. And in the table of the La Liga, if you talk about Getafe, is at the number 17 positions. So what is in store for Barcelona? Time will definitely tell us. But as of now, they have faced that defeat, and Barcelona, Hansi Flick, as well as the Catalans have to bear with this loss. But it is the German giants, Bayern Munich, getting those equalizers at Dortmund, and at the Bundesliga table, they are at the top and they are doing good as well. And Real Madrid are also closing down to Barcelona, narrowing down the points, as well as getting those 2 games still left in their bags. And yes, if they get those 2 goals, then definitely this table in the La Liga, it is going to be Real Madrid who are going to be at 36 points. That is, Barcelona will be 2 points behind Real Madrid. So what are your comments, that whether Barcelona are doing good under Hansi Flick or not, or it is the vice versa? Do comment and do give us those likes, share and subscribe. Keep going, guys. Bye bye.